Unaanza kusema they must fall. We will come for you my friend. Tuko na mdomo kama wewe. Ukileta tunaleta.
Hakuna mtu anatishwa. Unajua kama Joho huyo kwanza, huyo Joho. Tutamuita sisi kama wabunge pale bungeni aeleze ni nini anatisha Wakenya ati atawakujia. Anawakujia kama nani? Kwa njia ipi? Na tunachukulia semi za waziri ni tofauti sana na semi za mwanasiasa.
Yes, people were very shocked when CS Joho came out to attack those who are criticizing dictator William Ruto's regime online. You know what surprised very many, what shocked very many is people who came from the ODM government, who have always been seen as the greatest defender of human rights and good governance, are coming out to do even more worse things than those who were found in government. CS Joho has always masqueraded as a person who fights for human rights, as a person who has fought for free speech, but is now coming out to be a greatest defender of dictator William Ruto. You know, I keep on telling people that maybe it is the reason as to why God never granted Raila Amolo Odinga a chance to lead the country, even when he has ever won an election in 2007. Because he knew that the people surrounding him would do even more worse things that the government they are fighting for. They are fighting against. So, CS Joho came out to attack those criticizing the government policies online, which is so unfortunate. And remember, he's a CS who's not supposed to be partisan, but he came out to make a political statement. This is not the first time. The other day, he came out to attack Gachagua. And remember, CSs are not supposed to engage in partisan politics. And a few days back, even Edwin Sifuna, the ODM Secretary General, came out and told CS Joho off that he should leave the critics of dictator William Ruto. In this, I see two things. One, we have the ODM that is enjoying government, and we have also the ODM that wants to maintain its position within the opposition. And that's why we are getting this fight. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the statements which were made by CS Joho and the reply which was accorded to him by the ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the sad matters we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to know that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So, very many people came out in shock to see that Joho, an opposition leader, ODM deputy party president former, who came out to say that he will attack the people online. Remember, Kenya is the biggest democracy in East Africa. I keep on telling people that Kenya is the biggest democracy. You cannot compare it to Rwanda, you cannot compare it to Tanzania, you cannot compare it to any country in East Africa. When you see a high-ranking member at the level of CS who is not supposed to be partisan, who is not supposed to make any political statement, coming out to say that he will fight off government critics, we must be in shock. You know, I normally tell people that one of the most dangerous person is a new convert, either who comes from the Islam or Christianity, who do want to do even worse things which cannot be done by people already in a religion. For example, if a person moves from being a Muslim to a Christianity, he may even go on to slaughter a pig in public in city square to show that he has converted. So this is what this is what is manifesting in the ODM, where new converts, Joho, Opiyo Wandayi, are making even worse statements. Opiyo Wandayi, who once questioned Adani when he was appointed the SS for Energy, came out to defend it. And as luck would have it, Ruto cancelled it out. It made them look like stupid hooligans. So this is what Joho is doing. Joho made unfortunate statements which cannot be associated by Kenya. Before I proceed, I want to play a tape when Joho was calling out people who are criticizing the UDA regime. Here's the tape.
Kutuletea noma hapa ndio headquarter. Wakileta noma, Wakileta mbaya, wakileta noma, unaanza kusema they must fall. We will come for you, my friend. Tuko na mdomo kama wewe. Ukileta tunaleta. Ukichoma tunachoma.
That is Joho. You know, the reason as why very many Kenyans were shocked, even in Mombasa, Joho was an ardent critic of William Ruto, abusing him every time. Okay? But when he was appointed as CS, and remember, Ruto appointed these people so that he can strengthen his government, not to deliver, because the Gen Zs had come out to fill the gap. The reason as to why the Gen Zs came on the street to protest is because the opposition has gone in bed with the government. Odinga was already fighting for his AU bid, so there was a vacuum. The Gen Z occupied it. When Ruto saw a crack in the door that his government was going home, he brought in defenders and they are doing a great job. But they are doing it at the expense of Kenyans. Whenever there is no opposition in a country, it's people who miss out on things because the government cannot be held accountable. Remember, Joho is the one who always came out to diss Ruto. He called him all names. He called him incompetent, and it came out to be that Ruto is a great speaker, but he has failed to deliver. I myself have supported Ruto, but it seems he has failed to deliver Kenyans. Before I proceed, I want to take you down to the memory lane when Joho was calling out Ruto. Here is the tape.
Mimi niongee na Ruto nini? Mimi nikamtafute atanipa nini? Wilbaro. Nilipeleka Wilbaro mimi la kimtaani la kucheza nalo zamani.
That is Joho. So a person who was once a very big critic of the regime, coming out to threaten people who are saying the exact language he used to say. It is so unfortunate. It's the reason I'm saying that in many of the cases, there are very few politicians in Kenya who have a stand. For as long as he's given a position, he will not say what he's supposed to say. And what made me happy is that the Secretary General of ODM, Edwin Sifuna, came out to call out Joho. And for me, it is a master stroke. One of the great leaders we have in Kenya is Edwin Sifuna. He may be from the opposition, and I think he can be voted for by the opposition and government. It speaks volume that he won the Nairobi senatorial race. He came out even when ODM is in bed with government, is acting as a barrier, not the ODM to be swallowed wholly. He came out to call Joho out. He told him that he should not call out people on social media. In fact, big democracies don't threaten people who criticize the government. They want government criticism so that government can change. Before I proceed, let me also play you Edwin Sifuna's tape. Here is the tape.
Hii serikali haijui kuzungumza na wananchi. Haijui kuzungumza na mwananchi wa sasa, si mwananchi wa kufokewa. Hakuna mtu anatishwa. Unajua kama Joho huyo kwanza, huyo Joho. Tutamuita sisi kama wabunge pale bungeni aeleze ni nini anatisha wa Kenya ati atawakujia. Anawakujia kama nani? Kwa njia ipi? Na tunachukulia semi za waziri ni tofauti sana na semi za mwanasiasa. Tofauti sana. Akumbuke yeye sio gavana wa Mombasa. Akumbuke yeye sio deputy party leader wa ODM. Aliondoka kwenye hiyo nafasi. Yeye ni waziri. Yeye ni waziri. Aongee kama waziri. Na waziri ana uwajibikaji. Ana bahati sana tunaenda recess wiki hii na tunarudi mwezi wa pili. Anafikiria tutakuwa tumesahau. Hatutasahau. Tutamuita bungeni tumuulize swali. Wewe kama waziri unapotoa matamshi kwamba wale wakosoaji wa serikali ati utawakujia, unawakujia kwa njia ipi?
That is Edwin Sifuna. So for me, I see two things. One, normally people speak ill out of government if they are not eating. There are very few people who have a stand. And even if you are given a position, instead of making the government do better, don't fight the criticism online. Just do good things. I keep on telling people that whenever people criticize the government, all the government needs to do is one, work for the people. If you work for the people, the criticism will, it won't end, but it will reduce. Threatening people online won't solve their problems. For example, when a new program was brought out, the SHA, people criticize it because they never understood it. Barely 2 days back, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, called members of Parliament, I think in Kasarani, to explain SHA and SHE. So the people were right. Government, any government which wants to perform for the people must not criticize critics, but they must listen to the critics so that they can change. So Joho, stop threatening people. You are nothing. You got that position because Ruto wanted the ODM leadership to be in government. If you are not among the leadership who don't have picked you. In fact, for me, I felt bad that the opposition was brought in government. Because at the end of the day, the Kenyans are losing out. They have no one to check the government. So the government is in free fall. They can do anything. It's the Gen Zs who are standing up for basic things. So Joho did a very bad thing, and I feel happy that ODM Secretary General Edwin SIFUNA came out to tackle him. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. See you on another one. Peace.